Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top.
Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. They went and built a skyscraper 7 stories high, about as high as a building ought to grow.
I'm just a girl who can't say no. I'm in a terrible fix. I always say, come on, let's go. Just when I ought to say next.
Don't throw bouquets at me. Don't please my folks too much. Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love.
Poor Judd's dead. Poor Judd Fry's dead. His friends will weep and wail for miles around.
Miles around.
The daisies in the dale will give out a different smell, because poor Judd is underneath the ground. Who cares what happens now?
Just keep your hand in mine. Your hand feels so grand in mine. Let
People say we're in love. Oh, Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. Oklahoma, where the waving wings can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oh, Oklahoma, every night by honey lemon now. Every night we sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky.
Good morning. It is good to be with all of you again today. And as you know, we have been trying to spend a little bit of time with church members, just finding out about some of the things going on in their life and their faith. And today I am going to be speaking with Doug Wagman, who is a longtime member of Faith Church, about his Alpha experience. With a new Alpha Online coming up this coming week, we just thought it would be a good time to hear from someone about the experience they had with Alpha. So Doug, can you tell me first, how did you hear about Alpha and what made you decide to attend it?
Well, I had never heard about Alpha before, and basically you, Buck, the church, decided to put on an Alpha meeting. And what was I to do? So I said, okay, I'll come to Alpha. So that's how I got started with Alpha.
Okay. And so did you come with any expectations?
I had literally no idea what Alpha was about. I don't think I'd heard it before. I wasn't aware of it. I wasn't sure what the church was doing. And I was a little bit apprehensive about coming to the church, coming to the Alpha meeting, not knowing anything about it. And I thought, well, we'll give it a shot.
Great. I'm glad you did. So can you just describe for us a little bit of how you would have described yourself in terms of your Christian faith prior to Alpha?
I would say I thought myself as a good person. I consider myself religious, but I didn't practice heavily. I'd come to church, we meet people, we have our church gatherings and do things at church. And I was an honest person, good person, I thought, well, sure, I'll go to heaven, no problem. I'm a believer. That's it.
Great. Yeah. And so I know that everybody's experience of Alpha is different. But was there anything in particular in Alpha that connected with you, that you liked, that just kind of drew you in?
Wow. Now you get to the meat of it. I can't tell you how many things I liked about Alpha. I liked all of it about Alpha. Alpha was quite the experience for me. It was something didn't know what to expect, but even the first session we had, I think the first session I missed, I think it was the snow day. So I then church the next week we came and I listened to the video and watched Nikki speak, and it was transforming. I was really, really excited or really drawn into Nikki and his speaking and his talking about Alpha in a non-threatening, just discussion mode. Nikki and I think Toby and is it Jenna, something to that effect. Just the questions they asked, the conversations they had, they made me think, well, gee, do they know me? They were talking about me, the questions that they were asking. And I thought, this is really pretty good.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, we never know what will connect, but that's awesome. So how would you describe your Christian faith now?
Well, much different now. Let me go back to the last question a bit too. I want to talk about Nikki again. Nikki brought up a comment, I think in the second series he had, about he not being a Christian person, not reading the Bible, and thought he's a good person. But somebody suggested he read the Bible and he read the New Testament. So he did that. He read the New Testament, started reading the New Testament, and how it changed him. And I thought, wow, I'm going to try that. So I went out, bought myself a Bible, and started reading the New Testament because of the way Nikki talked about that and how that pushed Nikki along and drew him on his journey through Jesus Christ. So I wanted to say that. Now, your question a second ago was, how do I perceive my faith now?
Yes.
Oh, a total game changer. It's a revelation. It's a change of life. I'm astonished at my feelings today compared to 3 months ago. I can't put a finger on it, but I think the whole Alpha experience, there wasn't a single moment other than Nikki saying, read the New Testament. And I thought, okay, I'll do that. But then the whole Alpha experience, it's like a ton of bricks hitting a person. It really, really, really affected me. So I feel like I'm much deeper in my faith today. I'm reading the Bible a lot more often than I ever did before, and I'm taking Bible study and praying, and it's been a life changer for me.
Wow, that's great. And so my last question was going to be, would you recommend Alpha to someone?
Oh my goodness, 110%. 110% I would recommend Alpha. It is such a life-changing event. I never would do in the past what I'm doing today without Alpha. My neighbor, I was talking to her a few weeks ago. I asked her, how are things going? She says, not good, Doug. We had a tragedy in the family. She said, if you're a praying man, would you pray for my granddaughter? And I have to think, well, this is the coincidence with Alpha and my change Well, let me say, there are no coincidences. I used to think there were. There are no coincidences. The Lord is leading you on this path. So anyway, I told her I would pray for her granddaughter. I would do one better. I'd bring it up in our Bible study group. And we prayed for her granddaughter, whose husband, as a police officer, was killed in the line of duty. And I was quite emotional, and I couldn't have done it without Alpha.
Wow. That is just great. Thank you, Doug, for being so willing to share those things. And I know I can feel it in the way that you're speaking about this, that this has truly been life-changing for you. And you've said to me too, that it's hard not to get emotional.
I can speak in public. I've done public speaking, and when it comes to this, for some reason, Debbie, I get emotional.
Yeah.
And that's, you've mentioned, Buck has mentioned, that's the Lord working through me.
Yep. The Holy Spirit at work. And so,
yes.
So I just celebrate that with you. I am so excited to hear that you have stepped into this in a big way. And so thank you for being with us today. I just want to close our time together by reminding everyone that we are starting our next online Alpha on Tuesday night. And if you know somebody who maybe is walking with the Lord in some fashion, but hasn't yet come to that place of having that hope and that joy and that peace in their lives, or maybe it's someone who's never even entered into that discussion, we want to really encourage you, as Doug said, 110%,
yes,
to invite those people in. And then if you do that, and if you would be willing to sign up online with us, it's alpha@faithchurchmn.org. You can come even without signing up. It's July 14th, 6:30 p.m. We will be in a Zoom room all together. But if you can sign up and let us know if you're coming and maybe bringing a guest, that would be great. It will just help us know for numbers how to prepare. But we welcome you. We are excited to be doing another Alpha. And as Doug has attested, it can be a life-changing event. So thank you, Doug, for being with us.